Ladies and gentlemen, it must have been about 2 months ago. I did a video on how nobody is naming their baby Karen anymore. Well, this one's a little different. Now we got women that are changing their name from Karen to escape persecution. Oh man. Women are changing their name from Karen because they can't escape. Mhm. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of this is going on online, this Karen stuff, but now I guess it has gotten to a fever pitch because these women are changing their names. These days, the last thing you want to get called is a Karen. Ever since the rise of the meme depicting a woman with a dodgy haircut asking to speak to the manager, the term has taken on a life of its own online. Today, Karen is defined as a white woman who is entitled and demanding, often using her white privilege to have things her own way. Mm-mm-mm. So now it is so big online, there's subcategories for Karen videos, and there's lots of them. And we know there are Karen costumes, poking fun at Karen, and even a Karen diner where the staff are proportionately rude to customers. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I did a video. This was a few years back on a Halloween mask they had made called Karen. And then there was one woman that was butt sore because I guess her name was Karen. She tried to say Karen was a racial slur. I was like, I don't think so, dear. Try again. So, in short, it really sucks to be anyone who was given the name Karen at birth. Yeah, well, people are not naming their daughters Karen, not anymore. They said that name was popular like back in the 80s and 90s. It was still popular. That name ain't popular no more. You ain't getting too many Karens, newborns coming out of the hospital, not anymore. This is the case for Karen Taylor, who spoke to the New York Post about her predicament. After thinking long and hard about the ongoing saga, she started going by a new name. Mm-mm-mm. So she had her name legally changed from Karen. So she told the outlet, as someone named Karen, when you go home and turn on the TV or go to the internet, you are as likely not to see your name being misused. She's talking about now that she's changed it. You walk around with a tag that says racist. Taylor said she even encountered signs on bars and cafes with stickers that say no Karens. Really? Now see, I haven't seen that, but then again, I don't go in bars, but I didn't know they had they got no Karen stickers. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. So anyway, I'm not the sort of person who goes around looking to be a victim. This is a 54-year-old small business owner. I wouldn't be talking about this if it weren't just an annoyance. It's just something that I can't escape. She continued, it took me a couple of sleepless weeks to decide I had to change my name. Karen is a great name, and being forced to give it up, the first thing your parents gave you, is a big deal. Although her parents have since passed away, she said she believes they would have understood as she comes from a family of Jewish Americans. with a history of changing names to avoid discrimination. Oh, okay. So her name was Karen Gross. So now she goes by K. All right. So one of the publications said that it was a fad and it would go away. What, Karen being called Karen? No, that's here to stay. That's not going away. It's not a fad. Try again. That's not a fad. When I started seeing articles in publications about the memes, using it as a platform to discuss white privilege and rude and socially obnoxious behavior, I realized it had a stickness. Yeah, it did stick. Karen has stuck. I mean, you see them getting in altercations out in public, and that's the first thing out of somebody's mouth. Oh, you're a Karen. Because I've seen that. I've seen it. Yeah, that's the first thing out of people's mouths now. It was not like that before, but it is now. So the assumption by people considering that I am named Karen is that I stand for white privilege and disregard for other people. That is not true. Gross continued. I'm sending a message about the power of memes and why we should be concerned with a certain name in a negative way. So, as an educator, I saw that happening all the time with children. We should be cautious about how we tease people and harass them over their names. It isn't a joke, it's serious business. Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's obviously having a deep impact, or otherwise, you would not have women out here changing their names because they don't want the name Karen anymore. I went to school with quite a few Karens, actually, that I can think of right off the top of my head. Quite a few. But y'all tell me what you think. Apparently, these women are real butt sore. And, I had some butt sore women with those names. And they came, because when I did a few Karen videos, they said, "How would you like if they said these women were Lisa?" Well, what could I do? Even if they did. I mean, to me, if you're not out there doing that, I don't know why anybody would say anything to you. But, I guess this is the sign of the times. They don't limit how they use any other memes out here, so they're not going to limit what they use on Karen. And if you are Karen and you're in our community, you haven't lived a life of privilege and, not their kind of privilege. And if you're not out here obnoxious and rude, I don't think that applies to you. Karen is very specific about these women that are rude and nasty, and they are full of white privilege. That's really what most people know as Karen. You know what is disturbing when people from the black community come and try to raise the issue. Well, there's black Karens. Why would you do that? I'm just curious. Why would you do that? We go through enough hell. Why would you come into a comment section and put something like some of y'all? I have to wonder about some of y'all for real. Now, I'm just saying. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.